She ran even faster. Now the convertible was right on her heels, speeding up and slowing down, playing a deadly game of chicken with her. Threatening to make the woman a permanent part of the pavement, she looked over her shoulder again. "Please, God, no! I don't want to die!" Although she wanted to live, her body was about to betray her. Fatigued, she was slowing down, and the convertible was getting closer. So close, in fact, that she could hear the occupants laughing hysterically as they gave chase. Up ahead, she saw the lights of the La Fiesta Sandwiches and Things restaurant on North China Lake Boulevard. The popular eatery normally closed at 8. The woman wondered if the owner was still there. With renewed energy, she quickened her pace. With no bra on, her considerable breasts were in the way, flapping around, nearly pimp-slapping her. Desperately wanting to survive the terrible and frightening night, she was determined to make it to the La Fiesta and live. The driver of the convertible saw the restaurant lights too, and knew the woman was going to try to get there for help. Playtime was over. It was time to end her miserable existence. The driver pressed the gas pedal to the floor. The engine revved, and the car rocketed forward. Vroom! Suddenly, metal collided with flesh and bone. Bam! The driver and the occupants laughed from their bellies as the bumper hit the naked woman, sending her flying over the top of the car, landing on the trunk and crashing hard on the hot Mojave asphalt. The convertible slid as it screeched to a halt. The occupants looked back at the naked woman, who, by some miracle, was still alive. The woman was still trying to get away from her masked assailants. As she tried to get away, she wondered if her husband was still alive, and if she herself would survive the night. The woman crawled as quickly as she could, dragging her broken right leg, which was barely attached to the rest of her body. She heard the engine rev prior to hearing the convertible's tire screech. On instinct, she turned her head toward the sound of the coming vehicle. The rear bumper hit her right in the face as it backed over her. Vroom! The woman wasn't moving this time. She was dead. But the driver screeched to a halt again, put the convertible in drive, and floored it again. Vroom! The naked woman was run over a third time. Her body kind of bounced a little when the speeding vehicle ran over it. The convertible continued on down North China Lake Boulevard. The masked occupants were on their way to Las Vegas. There were other people to visit. Part 1. Who is Bruce Michaels? Chapter 1. The Phoenix Perry Dojo, Arlington, Virginia, June 2005. I was wearing a blindfold as I practiced kung fu with Kelly McPherson, my FBI crime-fighting partner. Besides beating up on the wooden dummy, the blindfold was the only real challenge available to keep my martial arts skills sharp. Although Kelly had earned the rank of Black Sash, she was still no match for me. I had trained for 12 years in Shaolin Temple, under the tutelage of legendary Kung Fu master Ying Ming Lo. Master Lo was more than a martial artist. He was a philosopher. He taught me many lessons. I was his best student. Now I was about to teach my best student 2 of those lessons. I enjoyed teaching students who are serious about the art, but I admit that I have to wear a lot of hats. I'm a wife, a mother of 2, a martial arts instructor, and, as I said earlier, an FBI agent. Were it not for my in-laws, who always seemed to have time for my children, I wouldn't have time to train, let alone instruct others. My husband, a former FBI agent, helped out quite a bit too, which made the 2 days that I spent at my school